Hey, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to another Fallout 4 Mods Weekly. We have a nice handful of mods today, including a couple of weapon mods, some new retextures, a new companion, and even some new mutation mods. All that and more in this week's episode. So, for starters, let's go ahead and talk about the LMT M203 grenade launcher by Subleader, Nova, and Mattias H. Now, we actually did a full breakdown on this mod yesterday, and I highly encourage you to go check that out if you want more details on everything that this mod has to offer, as there is a lot. But to cover the main stuff, this adds a brand new grenade launcher into the leveled list of Fallout 4. You'll mostly be finding this thing on bosses like Gunners and Raiders, but there are two legendary variants that you can find out in the world. The first of which is a solid gold variant that can be found in the Museum of Freedom. This one is just going to have a really high base damage, but it will not accept modifications. The other version can be found in the Railroad HQ, and it actually has a custom shell type. Rather than shooting the 40mm grenades, you can throw in some railway spikes, and it'll shoot them like a shotgun. And this is a super cool, unique take on a grenade launcher style weapon. As for the standard variant of the weapon, there are a ton of different shell types that you can throw in and out of this thing to make it function differently than a standard grenade launcher. For example, gigantic slugs, different shotgun shell variants, seeking variants, the different types of grenades in the base game like pulse or radiation. There are just tons of options that make this thing unique and shine compared to other grenade launcher mods. On top of that, most of the mods thus far that do add grenade launchers into the game tend to be pretty retro, which is great for everybody who likes a lore-friendly load order, but there are those of you out there who do prefer tactical mods, and this adds a nice new tactical grenade launcher to add to your arsenal. This also comes with a ton of other attachments like different optics, scopes, stocks, and grips that will help fill out that tactical style. This truly is a wonderful new grenade launcher and some really awesome work by Subleader. I highly encourage you guys to check this one out, and again, I recommend you check out the video if you want more details on all of the cool stuff that's added and more details on those unique variants. As we move on, we have a new retexture mod, and that's going to be the Scrap Metal and Makeshift Welds by Gmoi. What this mod does is retexture all of the pipe weapons, which is truly a weapon class that needs a retexture. Now, there are lots of different gray retextures for this weapon already, but this one in particular does an exceptional job. It really focuses on the different welds joining the two pieces of metal together, really making these feel like they're actually made of real parts, and that goes to show that things like the drum mag and the oil filter suppressor are actual parts now instead of just being a solid color, which really makes this weapon feel like a scrap weapon thrown together by pieces found around the Commonwealth. While it may not fix some of the inherent functional issues with the pipe weapons, it's at least going to make them look 10 times better. And if you use any mods that do remesh the pipe weapons, that use vanilla assets, then these will be included as part of those textures, which is a huge plus because these are some really fantastic textures. Like I said, this truly makes the pipe weapons feel like they're made of actual parts, and this is quickly going to become a staple in my load order as my go-to pipe weapon retexture. Even though I typically don't run pipe weapons, it's nice to have this to make them feel like they actually belong, as opposed to the orange messes that are in the vanilla game. Up next, we have that mutation mod, and that's going to be Fallout 76 Mutations by Cosmonaut. This is going to, like it says, add mutations into Fallout 4. So if you're familiar with the mutation system of Fallout 76, after you acquire enough radiation, there is a chance that you acquire a new mutation that will have some benefits as well as some negatives that will make gameplay very unique and interesting. This mod is going to do the same thing by adding 30 new mutations into Fallout 4, 19 of which will be from Fallout 76 directly, and 11 will be completely new and original to Fallout 4. So much like 76, if you are taking radiation, there is a chance that you will also get one of these perks. Inversely, if you take things that remove radiation, like rat away or walk through one of the decontamination arches, then there is a chance that will actually remove some of your mutations, so be careful if you want to keep them. Or if you're trying to get rid of a mutation, you can actually take rat away over and over again with an increased chance to remove it yourself. This mod also adds the ability to get things like fluxes from plants while it's rad storming, or ultracite veins that can be found in the glowing sea. All of these items can be used to craft things like serums. The serums can be used to give you the mutation directly, that way you can grab the exact mutation that you want. If you take a serum for a mutation for the first time, it will give you the mutation as well as negate the negative effects for about an hour. However, if you already have that mutation, you can take the serum to remove the negative effects permanently and just get the benefits. And this is useful as some of these negative effects are pretty crazy. For example, getting something like Egghead is going to give you +6 intelligence, which is a mighty buff, but its negative attributes are -3 strength and -3 endurance, making you die pretty quickly and making you also super weak in the process. So it's definitely worth checking out and speccing into exactly which mutations you want and getting rid of the ones that you don't want. This is what's going to make those serums very, very valuable in your game. One helpful tool with this mod is it does include MCM integration, so you can actually tweak a lot of the percentages available in this mod. For example, how likely it is that you acquire one of these mutations, as well as how many mutations you get at once, and different statistics like that. Altogether, a super cool and unique mod, and really awesome to see new mutations into Fallout 4. Super cool stuff and amazing work by Cosmonaut. Moving on, we have a new animal companion mod, and that's going to be Biscuits the Tiny Dog by BlahBlahDEEblahBlah. This is going to add the new tiny dog companion Biscuits as a companion that you can acquire out in the Commonwealth. Now, this is directly taking Biscuits from the old drivable APC mod and adding it as a standalone companion that you can now take. Biscuits will not take up dog meat slot, which means you can have both Biscuits and dog meat at the same time, which is super cool to have two dogs running around with you in the Commonwealth. If you want to find Biscuits, they will actually be found in the small cave near Red Rocket where you find dog meat, so you can pick both of them up pretty early in the game. Pretty simple mod, just adds a cute new dog companion that you can acquire that adds to the variety of dog companions that you can get in Fallout 4. Really cool mod if you're looking for a new buddy to keep around at your settlement. The next mod we're checking out is Simple Interaction Animations Pickup and Doors by MilanesaZ. Now, we're checking this one out in-game, as these are some really cool features I want to show off in real time. Now, like it said, it's a simple interaction animation for pickups and doors. This is going to overhaul the third-person animations whenever you pick up items. So as you can see, when you grab items now, you actually pick them up. This works with both weapons equipped and unequipped. Pretty simple stuff. You grab the item, your character picks it up. Now, that's not all that the mod entailed. It also says doors in that simple interaction animations. There's actually a handful of things you can do with doors now. When you open a door, your character opens the door. Pretty simple. This also works with a weapon equipped. But what's really special is if you have a weapon equipped and you're in combat and you sprint at the door, you'll actually kick the door open, which can make for some really fun scenes whenever you're taking out gunners or raiders inside of a building. Really simple mod, but really effective. These are some cool animations if you're a person who likes to play in third person. Super cool mod, excellent work. And then the last mod that we're checking out is the Mothman-Colt Rangemaster by Scail. Now, this is another one that we did a full review on, so again, if you want to see every single detail, we do have a full review up on the channel. But what this mod is going to do is add in a handful of new weapons, first of which being that Colt Rangemaster, the classic hunting rifle from Fallout 1 and 2, along with a few variations of it, including a ruined version of the Rangemaster, as well as the Rangemaster Sentinel, which has even more functionality. Additionally, there is also a new M3 lever action shotgun. This is going to add, of course, a lever action shotgun, but this one's special because it is actually magazine fed. So you throw in a new magazine, shoot your 4 rounds, and then load in another mag. Obviously, you can increase this size by taking it to a weapons workbench. Now, why include a lever action inside of a Rangemaster mod? Well, there's a very good reason for that. The Rangemaster hunting rifle is just a regular hunting rifle in semi-automatic, but that Rangemaster Sentinel is what's really special. It has access to semi-automatic, full automatic, burst fire, and bringing up that lever action, you can actually add the lever action shotgun as an underbarrel attachment. That's right. So you have a fully functional rifle that on the fly you can switch to an underbarrel shotgun by just pressing the melee button, making this a super versatile weapon. Super cool idea and definitely perfectly executed on this mod. On top of all that, all these weapons are super lore friendly in their aesthetic, especially the Rangemaster, as it's literally from Fallout 1 and 2, making this a super awesome addition to anybody's lore friendly load order. This truly is a wonderful mod, and I highly encourage anybody to try it out just to test out that underbarrel shotgun functionality. If you want to try any of the mods listed in this video, they will all be linked down in the description below, along with an Xbox link if that is available. With that though, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Really cool mods this week, and I'm happy to share them with you. If you try any of these mods out and you enjoy them, don't forget to go and endorse them on the Nexus and show the authors your appreciation for all of their hard work. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a rating. Subscribe if you haven't already for more videos just like this, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace! And really quick, I'd like to make a shout out to all of our patrons. Your donations are greatly appreciated and really help to support the channel and videos just like this one. So again, thank you.